Hello gamers. Hello everyone. Welcome to another stream, another tournament match. Or other tournament matches. We are gonna see a lot tonight. Oh my fucking god. Hello everyone who joined. Hello D, Sylvian, oNudli, Pay to Win, Swift, Sky, hello guys. Hello and good night Ken. Hope you will sleep well. How are you feeling, guys? Are you excited for today? Because we are at halfway point through the first through the month of duration of the tournament. It's been 15 days since the start, and we exactly halfway done through the tournament. We have played 15 matches. Well, technically 13, but like 2 of them were forfeits, unfortunately. And now you would think that the tournament will start slowing down, we'll start seeing less matches, but hell no, we are seeing 4 games today, with 3 of them being back to back to back on one stream right now. Maybe even 4th one, who knows, I have no idea. So uh, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot today to uncover, so... And we are starting with Swift versus xyrise. This is the last game, the 4th match of round 2 of winners bracket. One of the semifinals is decided already, and this one is deciding who is gonna go against Bacon in the winners brackets and who is gonna go against NT in the losers. Both of them are scary opponents, and both are today's participants are also very scary, and it's gonna be a close and interesting match. You're gonna start seeing on your head, yeah, as they usually do. So I'm excited to see everything. I hope I will not pass out because I have not slept again, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Before we begin everything, as usual, ad breaks between games, so they will not show up during the match itself. And then I think we should be able to begin right after them. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting stuff. Yo gamers. Also, I moved my mic closer to myself, so hopefully it will reduce the, like, I don't know, the background noise, give more power to my voice and stuff. I should have everything ready. I hope I do. If I don't, then I cry, I guess. That's how it usually goes. Yeah, everything should be prepared. All right. I think I interrupted our participants talking about something, but my bad. Some message, something in Party Gamers. Okay, I was gonna scream if it was predictions for this match. It was predictions for Sky and placeholder name. So let me put it in before it's too late. Okay, no more predictions after this point. I'm not looking at them. We didn't submit them. Ow. Okay. Wait, what? A crate, yeah, that's the. Oh my gosh. Let's have fun. Okay, we are starting with the first match of the day. A crate fighting games one, yes. And Swift versus the battle for semifinals of winners bracket, and we are starting with a nice little game of bombardment. It is not banned, neither it is a band. It is La Bomba. Let's see how it will start. We have seen some unexpected losses in bombardment this tournament. We've rarely seen players survive past multiple death waves. Let's see which one of them will be this bombardment. We will see some good plays, some long dodges. All randoms are just grouped on the side of the island just waiting to die. But D is the first one out and Swift starts off bombarding with a 3-0 Swift. This I got the answer to my question, I guess, with asking which type it will be. Might have jinxed it a bit. My bad. Now we are moving to another survival time game, Volcano. Game that is a bit shorter. He's doing some very scary strats. Both them and Swift are moving slowly, just carefully throughout the blocks, not rushing too much. And Swift, I think, discovered a better block and doesn't even need to jump as he falls to their death, and Swift isn't even Texas. And Swift is now going into a third round with a 4-star lead, winning the first two. The snipers have 31 in their name. They're dead. There could only be one. Never mind. I got punched. Jinx underscore 31. New IGN just dropped. I'm not targeting. Definitely not. I would never. I don't think any of my clicks registered on this person. Man. Won't look that I've had the Santi page. I remember when I was like 6, I looked that I've had the sun for like 15 minutes or so. I stopped doing it when the sun started turning purple. I was an interesting kid, and we're just collecting all the survival time games today. Apparently, Bombardment followed by Volcano, followed by Endless Spliff now. Very interesting. Let's see if Swift will continue his win streak in those types of games, or is he gonna start bringing some points back, which they really need right now. Swift managed to build up some lead already after just 2 rounds. So maybe Endless Spliff is the game that can help bring back some points, although maybe not too much. Most of randoms are already out. The last one is just map pottering around the map. And our participants are basically on the other sides of each other on the map, just slowly, carefully moving around, not trying to do any big mistakes. Purple, yeah. That was a fun experience in my life. Last random is out. It's just our participants, and once again, just literally mirroring each other, being on the opposite sides, moving opposite directions. Really hard to tell who has more land as content. He slowly, very quickly running out of it as they get targeted by multiple animals but still survive. And yeah, this land is deteriorating really fast. So it seems to be in a better position. I just get teleported into the void for some reason. And D is on their last block. Swift is almost run out of land too, but D is out first, not managing to do an jump. And now 5 stars apart. Not a survival time game. Minecraft Racing as round number 4. Crash a moment, TBH, true. So starting off quite ahead, and I think getting a pretty big boost here already at max speed. D is a bit behind at the start, but doesn't manage to build up any significant speed, so Swift will be taking another round to himself. A 6-star difference after halfway point of game number 1. Moving on to Animal Slaughter. Game starts giving us some variety finally after watching long enduring games, now followed by finish time game and now point game. Swift so far starts once again in the lead, having around 10-15 points difference between himself and D. And slowly trying to build it up even more. Already reaching around 80-90 points. He doesn't seem to find too much fast points here. With Swift reaching 100 and he's only around 80, I think Swift will be taking another round here, and it is now a 7-star difference between them. Frozen floor though as round number 6, and might have been a good round to bring it back for D, but Swift instantly targets his opponent, and D is already out of the picture, and now he only needs to kill off the randoms to improve his lead even more. And he almost gets knocked off by one of them, barely surviving on the edge. And so that's the other random who Swift was targeting. And he does manage to get a 3-0, but still winning another round, bring the total between them to 8 points. Round number 7, ho ho ho. Last time they didn't have too much luck with it. Let's see if they can do something right now. They're doing some very interesting decisions here. A Swift cutting out almost like half of the map. He's a bit struggling on the side here, trying to just target mostly randoms. And Swift will be taking here another round. I don't think it will be a big sweep though, as all the randoms ran out of land too. Let me add this all to the spreadsheet. And the game is just over like halfway through. We both just standing there chilling. What the fuck, fighting games? Roll Niels. Stupid action. It was not stupid. Okay. It was one more round. Swift already secured the win here. 9 stars ahead. So we're just gonna see how the final difference will look like. Winnable, I believe. Among Us, level 495. Average. And Lab Escape as the last round of game number 1. So this one will go. Swiftt starts off with a lead, being around 2-3 blocks ahead of D, who struggled a bit at the start, but seems to improve their pace a little bit. Though Swiftt still keeping his lead, not doing any big mistakes. Yeah, the difference is pretty much still the same between both of them. Both approaching the last 10 blocks. Swiftt is constantly in the lead, consistently no mistakes, and Swiftt finishing off with a 20-12 score here. And that's game number 1. Hey, my stars. Rip. Rip the stars. And Swiftt with a very confident win in terms of the score. Starts off this matchup. Exactly what he needed after almost getting eliminated last time from CJ, where it all came down to the last round. But let's see. Actually, it's 50-50 kids. My bad. For misplaying. Man, Swiftt is a beast. Swiftt is very good, but so is D, who was very close in most of the rounds to get the win in them. So despite Swiftt winning majority of them, it is still doesn't decide the match yet. It's been game number 1. Let's see how game 2 will go. If let's see if the new arcade purple is as real. Let's see if Swiftt will something went wrong, that's lovely. Will keep his consistent streak of winning, or will he be able to make a little comeback and not let Swiftt get to the second win right off the bat? Pretty close. Yeah, the rounds were pretty close. The score, the stars do not fully reflect the scores sometimes. Workshop as the first round of game number 2. RQ. Oh, I did not have time for it. What? Where is my sticks? There they are. And D starting off this time with a lead. Swiftt right behind them though. I don't know which sides both of them get, but they're pretty close so far. Swiftt taking the lead back after the second craft, with pretty much the same difference as D was ahead after the first one. Swiftt is now only increasing his pace, approaching the next craft. Getting into the last craft first. And D is falling behind only a bit more, and Swiftt finishing first and starting off game number 2 with another lead for himself. This time not a 3-0 sweep, but still a win for Swiftt. Speaking of 3-0 sweep, this is the game that gave Swiftt the big sweep last time at the start. Let's see if this one will go any different. Let me in with the squids. Please do not go with the squids. Take a 50 Oof. Thought the RQ was genuine for a second. The mind games are going crazy. 30 seconds passed. I was scared that it was Swift for a second. No, both participants are still alive. If randoms are slowly dropping out, all of them are out. No big sweeps this time. And D survives a very close near-death scenario here. 9 seconds remaining until the start of the deathmatch. Can both of them make it there this time? I think they do. I think we're gonna see the first death wave who will survive it. And this time it's still Swift. No, both of them performed way better this time. Dive as round number 3. Both live in America and pretty much similar thing, so let's see who will be better. D so far starting off with a lead, having a better boost on the first jump. Swift seems to be slowly catching up. None of them making any mistakes so far, being on the same amount of points and not really going for each other, just trying to focus on their own land mostly. Or they just finish like this point on the exact same frame, I think. He seems to be missing a few pre-jumps, letting Swift take the lead this time. But still they're on the same. Even though Swift has a better pace, they're still on the same amount of points. None of them making any mistakes. Swift is trying to go for this land, trying to make them do a mistake. And D misses the last jump, letting the Swift take another point here. Avalanche. Round number 4. Swift 3 starts up after the first 3 rounds. Like how Swift swimming, it's just the later versions glitch. It's makes it seem like some people are swimming whenever they do pre-jumps. Man, this last jump miss was so tragic. RIP. Still not a big difference, not as big as the last time, and Avalanche could be a game that either gives Swift a bigger difference or lets D have a little comeback and try and bring it back. Let's see which way it will go. Or maybe it will just stay exactly the same. Like Avalanche do be like that sometimes. Last wave before the PvP is enabled. 3 randoms are still in place, so a big swing is pretty much possible. Let's see what will happen. Swift doesn't even go for the platform, just trying to dodge, and he successfully manages to do so. While D is fighting with the random under the platform, Swift is still successfully dodging, not dying to the waves. And D is the one being the first out. Swift hitting like 3 dodges in a row. Very impressive. Very impressive way to do so. And D still getting second place, but it's yet not enough to bring any points back. Chicken rings, D starting off ahead. Swift going for extremely what's called dangerous right card and hitting it, taking the lead for himself. He's not being extremely consistent with the rings, letting Swift only increase his lead and approaching the finish line in the first place, only getting further and further ahead of his opponent. With 3 rounds remaining, Swift is 5 stars up and peak jousting. D on new PB, but peak jousting could have been the game that might can bring it back, but Swift is pretty good at it, so it's gonna be hard for D. Both of them are not yet fighting, only now engaging a little fight. Can D win this one? No, Swift takes this one too. And basically ending the second round. Yeah, he placed in the top 3. So no matter what, Swift takes game number 2 for himself as well. Being 8 ahead with 2 rounds remaining and will split. Round number 7 is not banned. T2 to 3. That would be one of the comebacks of all time. Next else, please. I'm trying to. I'd rather have high ground. Whoa, those are some takes. Those are some takes dropping in the party chat. They're gonna make a comeback, I believe. And it all starts with endless split. As everything usually does. Even the alphabet starts with endless split. Did you guys know? This is when the god created Earth, the first thing he created was endless split. Yeah. These last 2 rounds don't decide anything. Swift already has enough lead. Oh, what the hell? I lagged a bit and it looked like he got hit by an anvil already. I was scared. Yeah. Only once again deciding the difference with which Swift will be winning. Slowly, map getting destroyed with random still being alive and somewhat exploding there. Not really. Both Swift and D not in the best positions, but I think D might have a bit more land on the right compared to Swift, who is already on the edge of the map, and he need to like hit a big jump here. He does, but then misses the jump, and D takes the round closer to the end. My god, just calls. Isn't that like easy? Wait, who said that? Honestly, it's very easy. Trampolinho, round number 8 to end game number 2. Swift, starting off with the lead, and D missing their booster with Swift hitting the next one and getting another win, winning 23-15. Game number 2. This time with 2 Ts. I get rid. I get to go back to sleep faster. Think about it. That's not the way to think about it. That's so weird. Either sweep, I believe. I believe the party will sweep. Second game was still a pretty consistent performance from Swift, though was way closer in terms of scores, and had some close calls between him and D, like the bombardment dive, avalanche. Playing all those games could have gone either way, so despite Swift consistently getting more stars, D showing a pretty good performance and still has a chance. Although Swift is already within very close distance or moving into the next round, where Bacon is dead and is waiting for next opponent in semifinals of winners bracket. Let's see if game number 3 will be the last one of this matchup, if Swift will have another decisive victory here, or can D have a potential for a comeback. Let's see. For game 3, gonna drink. While they decide, acquiring some water. Stay hydrated, chat. Water is very important. I think D might be AFK. No, he's back. He's back. Let's go. Game number 3. Hope this arm is doing alright. I had a bit of a moment with it. No nonce. Never mind. One non-giant. Jigsawrush. Starting off with a faster one this time. Game number 1. Let's see who will prevail in this. I'm making a little mistake in the middle, and D finally starting ahead, getting the win in Jigsawrush. First time in the matchup when D is in the lead. A very important win. What are they trying to spell? I'm not gonna read it. They're spelling some slurs. Band is not next letter, my bad. Well, that's lovely. Alice doesn't know the alphabet exposed. Why would I know the alphabet? I'm literally a party gamer. Gosh, are they gonna be there for a while? Can one of them please the perish? Thank you. You know, sometimes you just need to ask, you know. Big fishing. I am dropping so many frames. Is the stream like lagging for you guys? Why is it saying that I'm dropping frames? I didn't do anything. Bruh. Big fishing, the game, just like Jigsaw, the one that we have not seen in this matchup yet. Let's see how it will play out. Both of them got pretty close spawns together with Swift on lime and D on blue. He had problems with Rod last time. It seems like it's somewhat working this time. But D is still behind at the start, with Swift taking the lead, around 8 points between them. D trying to find their pace. While still having mistakes here and there. Swift staying on top, and he looking towards tying up the score after the second round. Doesn't seem like D has too much time left, although they are getting some better pace, finding some better picks. Swift reaching 30 and taking Big Fish into himself. It is now a 5-5 tie. Workshop as round number 3. Swift was victorious last time. Let's see how it will go this time. Swift starting off with the lead once again. Around half a craft already ahead of D. Oh, yeah, that's what I was trying to do here. I think they both were a bit closer on the next craft, but Swift improving his lead on going into the craft number 4. Almost full craft ahead of D going into the last one. And Swift once again winning workshop and getting in the lead in game number 3. 1 star ahead of D now. Synchron is so hard. Missed villager twice. Oof. Jungle jump, round number 4. Neither of them are on the fence, but maybe they don't need to both of them start off pretty consistently. Swift taking the lead on the checkpoint with D, trying to be more safe. Fast and Swift finishing first with D, failing at the end, but randoms are not close behind. D has another chance to get into the top 2 and not lose by too much, and they managed to do so. Swift is still winning jungle jump, but not by too much. 2 stars ahead, with 4 rounds remaining. Same with 50 years. And Avalanche showing up once again. Let's see if I assume Swift will go for dodges again. Let's see if he will be as successful as last time. And let's see what D will try to do now. Because it is a good opportunity to bring points back, and opportunity that D needs to use in order to have a chance in this game, in this matchup, for the win. Are you listening to music right now? Having a music exchange here. Hope it's not too distracting. Swift seemed to take quite a bit to get to this platform, but I doubt any of them will die before wave 10. I hope so, at least. Random still dying quite early now. Only 4 of them remaining. What is Swift doing? He already going for the dodge way too early before even PvP is enabled, and it backfires really badly for him, as now D and 3 randoms, and D pushes them all, just making sure none of them notice that PvP is on the first wave, and just killing them all cold-heartedly on wave 11 and getting a big 3-0 sweep, exactly what they needed right now, getting back in the lead that they need to hold and not let Swift even tie. Cold-heartedly. My bad. Yeah, Swift went way too ballsy on that wave 9 dodge, and did backfire for him, but maybe he can still bring it back and not go into game number 4. Both of them make a jump, and Swift tying up the score again with 2 rounds remaining. It's 14-14 on the scoreboard. Chicken rings. Oh, look at those rings, dude. Why am I an organizer? But maybe one of them will get world record right now. We'll see. Swift starting off with a lead. Both of this game, this round is very important for both of them, as both of them really need to get into the last round with a lead. For Swift, it's for have a more secure position, and the potential for a to end it all in game 3, and for Gates to have a potential for a comeback. And Swift is ahead going into the last rings, but he missed. I think he missed one of the rings, or got or hit one of them, but D was still a bit behind and didn't manage to pass him at the end. So now Swift is 1 star up going into the last round. D needs to win by at least 2 stars, otherwise it's game over for them in winner's bracket. And Swift needs to just play second, and he is in the next round. Spider Maze banned. Alright, about 1.16 is so real. Let's see what the last round will be. Whatever it will be, D needs to make sure to get at least a 2-star swing. Chicken rings is repeat, so let's just repeat it. It's Sonic again. It, he keeps showing up during Swift games. Very fitting. He showed up during the last match of Swift. Let's see, round number 8. We'll hope it will give us it already, or will we see more Annual Slaughter last round? Swings, of course, happened in this game before, but with how consistent usually Swift is, it seems a bit unlikely that they can bring it back here, but we'll see. We'll see how it will go. So far, Swift starting off with a bit ahead. D is not far behind though. Missing one of the cows though, letting Swift take the lead. Now Swift needs to just hold on to that lead and make sure not to hit any -50s. Otherwise it might be very unfortunate loss for him right at the end. Randoms, although not close behind. I feel like even if he hits -50 at this point, the randoms are not gonna pass him. So it is a secured win for Swift. Not even gonna be a tie in this round. With a 2018 score, Swift wins all 3 games and moves into the... Oh, my bad. They were wild. GG's. The big fishing leg. I'm sorry, I didn't know this. I already warped you guys once you said that. Can also not count. My bad. My bad. It is over, unfortunately. The games were close either way. Both of them showed pretty good performance. Swift was very consistent today, winning a lot of rounds, but especially in game number 1. But as the match was going on, D was winning more and more and had a good chance of trying to make a comeback. But Swift still, with a good consistent performance, finished it off with a 3-0 sweep. And now we are going to see Swift versus Bacon in semifinals of winners bracket. This is gonna be interesting, and then we're gonna see D versus NT. I'm going to fucking cry during this match. Why do two of my best friends facing each other in a tournament in losers bracket? This is I thought Ship versus NT is a heartbreaking matchup. Hell no, this is gonna be... I will be rolling in tears, no matter who will win or lose after NT and D play each other. Please do not do that, D. Don't. That's... no. Not allowed. So yeah, that was the first game. First round of the first match of today's stream. We have 3 more to go. Oh god. Let me ask when. What? Why? What is the? What are the predictions? No, the first one we want, please no. You guys are silly. Right, in around 15 minutes, we will be seeing oNudli and Helix, I assume. Oh, what the hell? And then, yeah, and 2 more games after that. Let me announce everything, do everything, and hold on. Yeah, it's winners bracket round 1, round 2. I mean, my bad, I cannot count. Okay, I would need to do this a lot today because so many games back to back, and I just need to post all the results while it's not too late. Okay. Am I tripping or does it look like I'm on this? You did not have to mention that, real. Okay. Hmm. 2020 has had no way. I would also need to adjust the scoreboard. Let me just hide this one while I'm doing the one that I need. And we will be seeing the first semi-final of winners brackets in just around 10 minutes or so. And oh boy, is it gonna be a match. Truly a dark horse type match, oNudli and Helix. I'll make more introduction as the match is actually gonna start. Right now, let me just adjust literally everything. In the meantime, I was gonna run an ad break, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a bit later, right before the match. Um, okay, scoreboard is ready. Yeah, basically a bunch of other stuff. Blame this not being a whoa. As next match breaks Switch guidelines, not knowing can. It's like it's a lot. Yeah, this whole tournament, like, or just like party games tournaments in general, are promoting gambling. Not only the games itself are a fucking casino, but we also have actual like uh gambling with predictions and shit. I don't know, it's okay. I have connections in Twitch. I'm just like that pigeon. I have connections, guys, don't worry. No one is gonna ban me. That's a lot. Well, we do not have minus here. We all are 22 plus here, obviously. No, but has that lower stop me now? Twitch is cacti, always have been. D, no, don't say that. D is using their knowledge of Russian language is in a bad way. You goes. Lunchtime. Yeah, GG's on the first match. And congrats to Swift. Swift versus Bacon and Divers, and yeah, both of them are gonna be very close and interesting matchups. Just like the one that we're about to see in a few minutes between oNudli and Helix. The teacher versus the pupil. oNudli have joined. Oh. Is that oNudli? No way. Some Polish MF? Uh, yeah, I think it sounds like Polish. I'm not sure. Who? I don't know. Do not vote for the mob vote. I have not been paying attention to the mob votes at all. Heard there's like some sort of like drama or something that people want all three mobs in. I can tell it. No, don't do this, please. No. Swift with the pumpkin. Sorry for getting distracted. Just finishing up some stuff. Oh, okay, what happened? The match happened. Swift won. Now we're going to watch oNudli vs Helix in a few minutes. Okay, let me announce the next match so people will start hopping on. Start showing up. Because this is gonna be interesting. Not that any other games are not interesting in this tournament, but this is some this is something big. This is something big. Hmm. Okay. Why do people? Why do people? I'm gonna remove everyone from speaking. Okay. Okay. Let me change the stream title as well. New game, new title. Yo, gamers. Bye, gamers. Just leave instantly. Okay. Fuck party games. No way. Uh, okay. Both our participants are here. Now it is time for the first semi-finals match of winners bracket. The person who wins will have a very, very good shot at winning the whole thing, and a guaranteed spot in top 3 already. Just with this one win, one of them will secure that, and the other one will still have a spot in top 5 at this point, but to get further through losers bracket, they would need to face some very, very good players, and we have some. Both of them are very good. The ones are in this matchup. With oNudli winning 3-1 against Outcrit and 3-2 against Sky. In both pretty close and interesting games, with fortunately both being slightly overshadowed by the connection issues, but hopefully it's not gonna be the case today. And Helix going through even closer games between him and Bleach and Sheep, with all matches being very close between players there. And so they had pretty hard paths for both of them. But they both also had a very good amount of practice, especially Helix, who was somewhat trained by oNudli herself as well. And now we're gonna see who will prevail here. We will see. Still muted. I got you, Helix. Let's let's see. Okay, hold on. People are keep adding predictions. I'm updating them last time, and then it's all Java for you guys. It's all Java. Yeah. Where is? Yeah. Okay. Everyone playing 3-2, but this is probably be a sweep. It might as well be. It's sometimes that's how it goes. You expect a close match, and match is close, but one person is just slightly better and ends up winning in a 3-0 sweep, even though all the games were extremely close. Similar what happened between Helix and Sheep. So yeah. Okay. But for that, ads. Then we begin. Gosh, why do people message me right now? I should be good. Let's see if our participants are good. Well, oNudli is good. Helix should be ready whenever. They cannot talk, but yeah. Okay. So the odds are almost over, so we are going to see the first semifinals of winners bracket, oNudli versus Helix. Oh boy, this is gonna be close. And please, no lags today for once. Please, let's just have a nice, smooth game without those things. Like, have fun. See. See who will go in the finals of winners bracket with a guaranteed top 3 spot, or who will have to go in the losers bracket. By the end of this match, starting off with campaigning. Oh boy, those two really like gambling. They have like sort of gambling strat and campaigning. This is truly the best beginning game for this gambling matchup. So far, oNudli is starting off far ahead. Helix is struggling to not just pass their opponent, but even stay in top 3. Passing oNudli for a second, but oNudli regaining the lead back and staying quite ahead of Helix, trying to knock them off the leaderboard. Helix getting some good pace towards the end and securing the second place, but oNudli still with a very consistent first place. Performance stays at the top and starts this matchup with a 1-star lead in campaigning. Super ship completely give different game rotation compared to the previous matchup. No super ship, no campaigning last time, and now we're starting off completely to completely new games. Both not being extremely aggressive towards each other, just like eyeing each other out like sharks in the sea, just swimming around, trying to find an opportunity to do something sneaky and just kill off the other opponent. Two randoms though still in the game, so the sweep could still potentially be one of them is out of the way. Helix trying to find some openings to try and cut off oNudli. Managing to get somewhere. oNudli is doing some interesting maneuvers here. And so is Helix. Both of them are moving in a very interesting pattern, already putting themselves in danger. And oNudli making a mistake, dying before the random. oNudli continuing her pattern of choking in super ship, unfortunately for oNudli, and now Helix might bring it all back and get in the lead if this randoms dies to a wall, but randoms is just barely staying alive and maybe cutting Helix off, but doesn't being too fast with it, and now Helix is 1-star up after 2 rounds. oNudli calling in shambles as usual. All the coins are going in shambles during the matches when stuff like this happens. oNudli? What? Where did oNudli go? Hello? Oh. Average. average oNudli moment. I think it's fine now. Famous last words. Man, this is that's what I said. I'm sorry for stealing your line. Or maybe we just both connected to Hive Mind. Ken is part of Cacti now. It's official. Chicken rings. Game number 3. I'm a believer, you got this Helix. Well, they're starting off slightly ahead, both of them going for the exact same cuts. But in the next ring, oNudli is trying to go for more consistent play and missing some of the rings, and so does Helix. What is going on? Is oNudli lagging again? Where is oNudli going? Oh my god. Starting again, isn't it? Why? Why does oNudli exist? Not like this, man. Not like this. I've seen these cards before. Missed ring from lag. It looked like she was doing fine for the first 2 or 3 rings, and then just yeah. Hi, can you cross the finish line, please? This is yeah, thank you. 3 hours match incoming. Hell no, please. Jigsawrush. This time no luck, right? Right, guys? And oNudli, who just got top 3 in the xyrise struggled a bit, messing up some of the blocks, but still overall finishing ahead of Helix, tying up the score. Finally played round number 3. Like, my last minute exchange was a troll again, real. Dive. Round number 4. Helix on red, oNudli on lime. oNudli, though, with a better start and being slightly ahead of her opponent, but then missing a pre-jump, and Helix is caught up and now trying to go for his opponent as well, trying to mess them up a bit. But no, it looked honestly like Helix missed one of the jumps. No, Helix is very consistent with both pre-jump, with just pre-jumps in general, and already being one full block ahead of oNudli, who and I think both combination of lag and missing like most of her pre-jumps. Helix seems to be bringing back the lead after this one, and missing the last jump though, but oNudli doesn't manage to take advantage of this mistake, and Helix is back in the 1-star lead, going into Lawnmower. Round number 5. Very close match so far. Both of them are dancing in the edge, going in the same direction. oNudli slightly ahead of the start, but Helix is right behind her. And trying to get all the grass on the edge and kind of catching up for a second, but oNudli staying mostly in the middle, securing the first spot for now, only building up the lead a bit more. being around 15-20 points ahead now. Helix seems to struggle a little bit. Letting oNudli take the win here, I assume. Yeah, there's not that much time remaining, and oNudli is just consistently staying 20-30 points ahead of her opponent, and oNudli will be tying up the score after one more. With a 12-12 score between them now. Avalanche round number 6. And this can turn this game into this tied score into something completely different now. Helix red play. As we saw. As we saw earlier today, some unexpected arrows are still occurring even that late in this tournament. Hopefully those will be like genuine, if they happen, genuine mistakes and not what happened last time to oNudli. She seems fine so far, so does Helix. Just moving around, getting from platform to platform. Randoms though also completing this task pretty successfully, so we will see like 2 at least probably into the PvP round. Though one of them is like kinda slow. Nah, 2 randoms will be in the PvP rounds. That means a big swing might very well happen. Helix goes straight for oNudli, not letting her do much, but oNudli goes right to the platform, and both of them outlive the randoms, but Helix is the one taking the lead back again. 2 rounds remaining. Animal Slaughter round number 7. Even Avalanche couldn't swing it one way or another. It is still as well, swing it in like with a big difference. It's still as close as it can get with just 2 rounds remaining, and could be anyone's game. Could be, and it will be. Another game where oNudli currently holds top 3 in, but Helix is the one standing confidently ahead. oNudli is quite a bit behind, 30, 40 even points between them now. oNudli seemed like it was the game that should have brought oNudli back and tapped the score for the last round, but so far Helix is just destroying everything, not letting oNudli catch up. And it seems like oNudli will be going into the last round with a 2-star lead, unless something unexpected happens in the last few seconds. No, Helix is consistently just destroying everything. 155 points, insane score, and 2 stars between them, going into last round, which is Trampolinia. We have not seen the Trampolinia played out properly last time. It happened in this match. Let's see if something different this happened to right now. Both of them were trying to go for this booster, but both didn't succeed. oNudli just getting 2 boosters in the middle, both leading to nowhere, letting Helix get in a big lead, and Helix is about to finish and wrap up this game number 1 with a 3-star win for himself. GG's. Helix is seems just unstoppable so far. With like overall tournament path, just the true dark horse person who never played in any party games tournaments, just keeps winning and winning. But even though the wins are consistent, all of them are incredibly close in every matchup, and oNudli had a chance and opportunity until the very end. So this is obviously not the end of the match, not even close, because of how close the whole match is. And let's see game number 2. Let's see if oNudli will have See if oNudli will have better luck this time. But we already on like 2 voided games after game 1. let's keep this number at that. Let's not increase it even more. Helix the goat indeed. 25%. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's coming. The game number 2 is not starting with high ground. Hell nah. So what date is today? Okay. Need to start working on something else soon. Instead of high ground, we're starting with avalanche. Scary indeed. Helix is the black swan. I will keep bringing him to win because he has a 100 tournaments. The strategy has no downside real. The true Dark Horse move would be getting eliminated in the first round of Dark Horse and then winning next actual big 1v1 tournament right after that. Imagine Zomon versus Sandbleach next 1v1 finals. Or winning both Dark Horse and big 1v1 tournament. That would also be quite sick. That would be a real Dark Horse path as well. Something else, Halloween 1v1. Dude. Welcome to Cacti, Hive Mind. What the hell? Stop spoiling my plans, guys. I'm gonna practice and improve myself to be D tier now. Absolutely not. PvP wave is approaching oNudli. Got stuck behind a bit for a second. Hope she's not lying. Helix once again going right for his opponent, but it doesn't play out well this time as Helix gets punched off the platform by the randoms instantly, and oNudli is the one staying victorious as all the randoms and her opponent are dead, and this is way better start for oNudli this time. 3-0 in Avalanche in her favor, and now Helix is not in a good position, needing to bring some points back in this volcano round. Almost all the randoms already out. The most is staying in the middle. So is Helix, they both around the same blocks. oNudli finds a better one in the same area, but doesn't jump towards the center, with Helix winning this volcano, and while both of them losing to a random. Still, Helix managed to bring up a star for himself, star difference in his favor, and now oNudli only 2 ahead. One volcano is so real. It is. It sure is. Helix once again going backwards. oNudli going like a lame normal person. Looking forward. Just both of them staying once again in pretty much similar area. And Helix just kinda stands there and just taking this taking the cannonballs on himself, just making a mistake and letting oNudli not just bring back the lead, but improve it so greatly. oNudli is 5 stars up. Helix had a D-type brain lag. Now RPG 16, a game we have not seen today yet as well. Helix started off with a kill for himself and then engaged in a long enduring 1-1 with Nudli, where Nudli came out victorious, and now 5 people are tied at 1 kill, and the random getting 2 more, killing Nudli as well, and I scared to imagine what the score will be at the end. So far, Helix and Nudli both at 2, getting kills back to back, but they're still behind the random. Nudli finally passing his opponent, her opponent, and I think getting at least 1 star here. Let's see. Tuvalu and Nudli. Both of them died once, so both of them got 3 stars. And Helix is at 2, so 2 stars for Helix, and 1 for Nudli. Nudli still improving her lead even more. We should have winners finals tomorrow, dude. Imagine. That would be insane. And now going into Lab Escape. Nudli is far in the lead going into the 5th round, but Helix might just start bringing some of the points back, even though comeback is very hard at this point. Helix still winning, barely winning Lab Escape, and now 5-star difference for the last 3 rounds. Nudli is in a way better position than last time when it was very close. It was tight for the most part, but Nudli is consistently holding the lead through the whole game number 2. And now moving into game of dive, round number 6. Nudli once again starting off with a better first jump, and both of them are in pretty much similar area, going for each other, and Helix missing one of the very early jumps. A game where Helix might have had an advantage beforehand and could have brought some more points back. Now Helix is pretty behind, not just Nudli but also randoms because of that miss. Nudli might be just ending game number 2 right here and right now if she wins this dive with significant score difference. Yeah, I think Helix might have missed another one. Nudli is 2 points up ahead of Helix, who is still behind the random. Only now, maybe tying at the end. No, it's a 3-1 win for Nudli in dive. Going into game of Floor is Lava, another round we have not seen yet. Helix this time starting off ahead, neither of them making mistakes in the first part, so it should stay like that for the rest of the round, unless one of them makes a mistake at the end. No, Helix finally winning some rounds, but it is a bit too late, as 1 more round is needed to wrap up game number 2, and Nudli is confidently 6 stars ahead. Completely different scenario from game number 1. We're finishing with a nice game, nice and fast game of Jigsaw Rush, which already doesn't affect anything. And this time Nudli, no mistakes, taking another very confident dub and winning game number 2 by 7 stars. Damn, that was crazy. Good version of my PP spot, and damn. Wait. Oh, yeah. I was like, why is scoreboard stars are not matching with Hypixel stars? And I remember that RPG tiebreaker moment. And now the score is tied. Both of them won first one game in the first out of the first two, and we are gonna see at least 2 more games in this very close and crazy matchup. So late. No, submit one a bit too late. Alright. Let's just go into the next one. Let's just go to third game. Both of the games were pretty close, but second one went significantly better for oNudli with 3-0 sweeps in Avalanche and surprisingly Bombardment. But with how often we see them in Dark Horse, maybe it's not that surprising for people to get big sweeps in Bombardment anymore. I don't even know. Let's just see how it will play out. A very diverse game selection, I would say. Like, usually a bunch of repeated games happen, but this time I would say it feels pretty diverse, but I don't know. I'll get the gold first. Oh, this guy does not know where he... never mind. He can get the first here. Shannon points. Oh no. I'm scared. Someone's gonna get to 100k instantly if this happens. And even though I said the game selection is pretty diverse, jigsawrush seems to be showing up pretty consistent, which might be very good news for oNudli, who is once again pretty consistently gets to the finish line first, though this one was probably the closest jigsaw. Helix didn't do many mistakes either and could have snatched it if oNudli made one, but Helix's opponent was too consistent to make one, and now oNudli starting off with another 1-star lead for herself. Jungle jump. Also, game 2 went without any connection issues for oNudli finally. This time both of them standing on the fence, but oNudli getting teleported back, not timing it properly, and also falling into the hole, giving Helix a huge boost at the start. And Helix, even though getting stuck on the stairs, still will be finishing first if he doesn't fall in the water. With oNudli only getting second place. And the score is back to a tie. Hello D, welcome back. Yo, National I Love You Day. Yes, I love you all, chat. You make my life so much better. You know what else makes my life better? Workshop in the tournaments. Let's see how this will be played. We'll end up victorious here. Oh, I forgot to slow down a bit. I don't know if I passed any of them. I hope not. I don't think I would have passed any of them. They both pretty fast and already very close together as well as they approach the last craft. Pretty much on the same frame. Look at them go. Oh, this is one of the closest workshops yet, but Helix taking a very fast last craft with oNudli failing the stick save right at the end and letting Helix take the lead in overall star count now. Being one ahead after the first 3 rounds. Floor is lava. Another parkour game here. And once again, Helix starting off slightly ahead. None of them making any mistakes once again in the first half. And incessantly jumping through the second phase. And Helix not finishing first with oNudli passing Helix at the last jump. With having a better timing at the end, Helix, who was ahead. The whole floor is lava, just loses it all at the end. And now round number 5 super ship, and we are back at a square one with a tie between both our participants. 10-10. Looking way more like the first game than the second one, where oNudli by this point had an insane lead. This time they're both very, very close. Really was ahead. I think it's like, I'm not sure. I think if you hit like the platform earlier than your opponent, like you finish faster. So, and like because of how fast it ends, like the player's position don't update in time on spectator screens, because like you can probably see in the clip that they finished before they even touched the last platform, which is obviously not how it looks from their perspective. So I assume this is because it's the only place where oNudli could have passed Helix. It was just unlucky. It might be a bit unlucky for Helix in Supership here as well, who almost gets underpinned against the wall, but manages to escape, and now stealing some good land from oNudli, who does some very interesting gambling decisions here. What is oNudli doing? Where is she going? She almost gets herself killed, but maybe it was the right decision, waiting for the blue tail to start disappearing. And now being in a little better position, maybe trying to steal some land off Helix, but still being so far a bit trapped at the end of Helix's tail. Is it gonna disappear fast enough? oNudli doesn't even gonna take that chance. She's just trying to escape, and both her and Helix end up in a pretty bad position. They both gonna go up against each other. Helix making a jump, though surviving this very bad situation, and oNudli once again dying right before the random, giving Helix a 2-star sweep in Supership. Once again, Supership is just the bane of oNudli's existence, and here is pick jousting to either end it in Helix's favor or give an opportunity for oNudli to catch up. Helix engages in a fight here with oNudli and some randoms. There's just a big mess in the middle, with Helix getting the kill and trying to hide from randoms. And just take a little bit of a break here. Randoms are not being too much of a threat to Helix so far, but Helix doesn't secure any stars yet either. Getting finally some really good regen and securing a 3-star sweep and 5 stars between them into going into the last 2 rounds. Dive round number 7. It's almost over. Helix needs to just place one more time and not do any bad mistakes he did last time. With once again way better first jump and getting a very important lead, and Helix once again missing one of the first jumps, giving oNudli potentially an opportunity to get a swing at the end in dive here, though. Aggression. I will allow that. Automod blocked Bacon's message due to aggression. But yeah, Helix is still about 1 block behind oNudli, who doesn't hit the pre-jumps too consistently, letting Helix kinda catch up, but still being around a block ahead. Though it doesn't matter too much as long as Helix places in top 3. oNudli staying slightly ahead and winning dive, but still too much, too big of a difference between them right now. And Helix will be the winner of game number 3. We will play Volcano just to see the final difference, but Helix already secured the win here. What a insane and close match we are seeing. I need a drink. And drink and ad break before game 4. I'm gonna start it early so the downtime between the games is not too long. Oh, oNudli with a way better last block, but once again, the difference was too big already at the end, and Helix won, and the score is now 1-2 in Helix's favor. With going with a very good scenario for himself into game number 4, where even tie suffices for Helix to get into the finals of winners bracket. And this whole matchup is very close, with first and third game being close for majority of them up until the end, and second game being a pretty consistent confident win for oNudli. So it's still anyone's game, it's still anyone's chances, and it's up to game selection and how our participants will play those games out. It seems like oNudli fixed her internet issues, although she doesn't manage to fix her super ship issues yet, which might be the problem if it shows up again in the close matchup like this, and in a situation where oNudli needs to not lose or even tie with Helix anymore. Let's see. Super ship issues. I don't know how to call it, like oNudli consistently doesn't place in top 2 in super ship. It was like that in 2v2, and it's still the case in Dark Horse. So oNudli, it is one of the games that oNudli needs to perform better, especially if it shows up, especially now when everything is on the line. Well, the place in winners bracket at least. Whoever loses is not getting eliminated yet, but still, it would be nice to have a secure top 3 place already. oNudli a little silly indeed. Shooting range, a game we have not seen today. We played 6 games already and still haven't seen some of the mini games. Shooting range is next in line. oNudli starting off with getting the first golden mob, but then Helix getting the TNT and establishing a good lead over his opponent. Getting another golden mob, already being 14 points off the win. oNudli getting the next golden zombie, and a bunch of TNT show up, and I think oNudli is the one with TNT and maybe has an opportunity to bring it back, passing Helix and winning it off with so many TNT arrows in a round that seemed to be confidently for Helix for majority of it. oNudli just brings it all back just like that, and now it is a good start for her. oNudli with 1 star in the lead going into the second round. Volcano doing some very interesting maneuvers here, just running across the whole map, maybe in hope to find some better blocks. Both of them are pretty much in the same area once again, but I think oNudli is with the better block. No, Helix reaches it too, and it's all up to the last jump, and oNudli had the better timing, and oNudli improves her lead even more, being now 2 stars ahead. Hopefully we'll see oNudli play chicken rings for once without issues. It seems to be going well so far for both her internet and the position in the game, considering that Helix misses one of the first rings, I think being pushed by oNudli herself, and it might end really badly for Helix if he doesn't catch up to the random, who seems to be pretty competent so far. Internet issues, oh no. I really hope they will be solved before your match, but if they won't, please you can reschedule your match for like tomorrow or something. Helix passes the random and approaches the finish line as oNudli already got the first place. The random is not here to catch Helix. Is another missed ring, but still oNudli with an insanely good start. 3 stars ahead of Helix. Exactly what you want to see if you are in a position where you are not allowed to lose anymore. Another round of workshop, and Helix starts off this one very confidently ahead. oNudli is struggling behind. What is going on? Last workshop seemed so close, and now it seems like a very confident game for Helix compared to oNudli. Maybe a side difference. oNudli is trying to catch up. oNudli is trying to get closer. Maybe with the piston, oNudli will have a chance at the end, and oNudli almost caught up on the last craft, but Helix finished few frames ahead of his opponent and brought one of the stars back. Now being 2 behind, going into the 5th round. Trampolino. The workshops between them are so close. And what size else? I don't think Helix can respond. Oh, this guy just disappeared in the middle of existence, and oNudli is starting off this trampoline very strong and might have been able to catch that +10, but barely misses it. Getting another booster and missing some points again, letting Helix catch up, and not just Helix, random as well. Oh no, this might be bad. Both of them within a few points of finishing. Who is gonna win this one? They both just need one more, and oNudli is the one to win this trampoline. They stayed at like 36 and 38 for so long. It was a bit scary, but oNudli is the one to win it again. And now 3 rounds remaining. oNudli 3 stars ahead in the lead, and Helix has to win all the remaining rounds or have a big sweep to try and tie up this matchup and not let oNudli take the matters into the game number 5 and end it all right here, right now. But so far it's incredibly close in this animal slaughter, with Helix being slightly ahead, oNudli being her animal stolen by the randoms, and Helix finding some good spawns right now, reaching 100 points first, but oNudli is closer behind than last time. Can she catch up in the last second? They're both going for the same animals, but the spawns are not too good for oNudli so far, and Helix will be winning this animal slaughter once again. Being now 2 behind, 2 rounds remaining, and it is not gonna be Fire Leapers. A 7th round. He crafted button instead of sticks. Damn, and Helix still won. Some Helix had the better side, but still. Come on, man. I know you don't wanna play this game. Come on. Let's just please. Please. Thank you. That easy. Just ask them nicely, and they die. Lord is lava, round number 7. Maybe another good opportunity for Helix to catch up here. Starting off ahead, Nudli bumps into the cobblestone wall a little bit at the start, and being behind Helix on the second part once again, but we saw how it ended up last time. But not again, not again. Helix bringing it all to the 1-star div going into the last round, and oh boy, this is gonna be stressful for both of them, because if Helix wins this round and ties it up, then it's enough for Helix to go into the next game, into the next round of winners bracket, which will be the final round. And Nudli just need to keep even 1-star difference, and it's cannon fading. Of course it is. Of course it is, as the last round. Oh man. Oh man. This is gonna be something. Helix and Nudli both finding it out for the first place. Both of them needed desperately for the win. Nudli so far staying slightly ahead, but Helix is right behind, passing Nudli here and there. Only few seconds remaining until the end of the game. Nudli trying to keep the lead and keep the win in game number 4. Can she do it? And she does it. And we are gonna see game number 5. Jesus. What is up with Nudli and going into game number 5? I mean, so is Helix. Yes, I think they both have the most game 5 matchups in this tournament. And this is gonna be crazy. For free time, I don't think it will be for free, but who the hell knows? Who the hell knows with this tournament? You can't reverse swift when it wasn't too true. And as expected, this match is incredibly close. Both of them had very good performances. Both of them are very close in almost every single game. Even the ones that are expected to be taken by one player, the other one strikes back and wins them against not all, but a lot of the odds, like Helix popping off in Animal Soldier today and Workshop, while Nudli selling off wins from Indive and Flores Lava, despite having worse ping. Not just worse ping, but also bad connection issues, and now it all comes down to this. 2 wins for Nudli, 2 wins for Helix. Whoever takes game number 5 is in the finals of winners bracket. Let's see it. Let's see this insanity. See what Hypixel brings to the table. Starting off game number 5 with Bombardment. We have seen 2 3-0 sweeps in Bombardment today, one in Swift versus D, one in this matchup. And now with the nurse of game number 5 added to the mix, it might end up the same way, or maybe complete opposite direction. Who knows? Or maybe we'll see them just popping off and get world record. That's just how it goes sometimes. Let's see, both Nudli and Helix once again pretty much the same area, with 30 seconds remaining until the first death wave. Randoms are kinda consistent staying alive, but cannonballs are not targeting them yet. Now cannonballs are trying to target players, and randoms are all dropping out, only one of them remaining at the back of the island, still leaving the possibility of a swing And I think oNudli doesn't make it to the death wave, and Helix dying instantly, both of them losing to that random. That's average Dark Horse moment. A really good player. We can requeue after RPG, although I don't know if it's gonna be necessary. We'll see. They already started RPG and they both are doing pretty good. With both of them at 3 and 2 kills, and oNudli so far staying ahead but dying to one of the randoms, which honestly might be good so far. Potential swing, but it doesn't happen as Helix not only catches up to oNudli but passes her. For a second though, oNudli is bringing it back and taking back the lead. It's 6-4 in oNudli's favor so far, and oNudli wins this one by 1 star. That guy, yes. Lol. Yeah. And 4 FPS. Now hopefully no AP hunters here or something. We don't have a defined rule of free queues with good players or anything, but we're just trying to stay away from someone who can consistently steal stars from our participants. And now we're getting in round number 3 another Flores lava. We have seen so much of it today, with some expected and least expected results, and this might be one of those unexpected ones, with oNudli not making a mistake where Helix does at the end of first checkpoint, and Helix almost loses 3 stars here, but thankfully for him the randoms are falling at the end, and oNudli only wins by 2, but still getting a pretty good lead for herself going into the 4th round of minecart racing. And starting off ahead here as well, but Helix quickly catches up and taking the lead. Missing a few shots, not quite yet at the max speed, getting a better accuracy towards the end, but oNudli also trying to catch up. It's very close near them at max speed. Helix finally reaching it, and he will be getting back 1 star here. And super ship. Oh no, this might not be good for oNudli. This might not be good for oNudli, but we never know. We never know. oNudli is being quite aggressive already right off the start. Be confident and being aggressive towards randoms as well, trying to eliminate them early, alongside all the possibilities of Helix getting a big sweep in this one. Only 1 random remaining, and they don't seem too confident in their moves, and oNudli catching Helix off guard, and they maybe getting not just finally a top 2 in super ship, but maybe a 2-star sweep. Oh, this might be very good for oNudli if she manages to kill this one last random who is just running around. And what is oNudli doing? What is oNudli doing? oNudli had an opportunity for a big sweep, but maybe losing this one to a random. No, oNudli has everything under control, and now she is 3 stars up, going into the round number 6, and it is Avalanche. It could have been any core game and potential secured good difference for oNudli, but Helix can bring it all back right here and right now. Gambling paid off indeed. Although, looking by how long it takes for those randoms to move around, maybe Helix won't even have an opportunity for a big sweep here. There are only 2 randoms remaining, and Helix needs both of them to be alive for the wave 10. Otherwise, it might be already over. It might be already over for him. 3 more waves, and then we'll see climax of this Avalanche round. Everyone is under one platform. No one is making any sudden moves. Last wave before PvP is enabled. All randoms made it in. A good chance for Helix to get big sweep. Here, going at oNudli right off the bat once again, but doesn't manage to kill her yet. One of the random is out. They're just fighting it out in the middle. Helix pushing oNudli away and getting 1 star. Only 1, but still very important one. Jungle jump going into the round number 7. Both of them trying to make it to the cobblestone wall. Helix doesn't manage to do so, but oNudli fails the very first jump, letting Helix get a very big head here, and Helix winning this jungle jump, and it's 1 star difference for the last round. I'm thinking so. Oh gosh. And it's 1 more round. And it's big fishing. No! It might be all over here. It might be all over for one of the participants. Or maybe not. Helix starting off ahead. And Helix needs to win this one to have a chance in game number 6, because they will tie game 5 and go into the tiebreaker game. And both of them are missing quite a bit. Both of them are tied so far. oNudli might be getting her win snatched away at the last second. Oh, this is gonna be so close. oNudli is barely staying ahead by like 1 pig. Both of them are making insane mistakes. But oNudli finally building up some lead. Can Helix still catch up here? 25 seconds remaining. The difference is not too big, and oNudli is still not too consistent, but so is Helix, being still 5 behind. 10 seconds remaining, and it's game over for Helix. It is game over for Helix, and a big win for oNudli, with a 3-2 score going into the winners bracket finals. We have our first top 3 player in the Dark Horse tournament. GG's. Then, what a match. Probably one of the best in the Dark Horse so far. GG's. Man. He did not roll. Yeah. He gains in a round and he gets his 2 force games at the end. Yeah, that was very unfortunate for Helix, but he fought hard, and finally a match with oNudli that didn't have funny, I don't think you need to know like Spanish or this to know what this person said to Helix. And yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, that was a very close match. And Helix fought well, so it finally a match with Nudli that didn't have too many internet issues. We had some right at the start of the match, but other than that, it went smoothly, and we got a very good game, a very spicy one with anyone's having a potential to win right until the very end. But Nudli have been more consistent today, have been slightly better once again, taking us all the way to round number 5 twice in a row and getting into the not grand finals yet, but very, very close to them. Winners bracket finals. First participant is Nutli. Second one, either Swift or Bacon, will be decided probably tomorrow. But that's it for winners bracket today. So we have 2 more games still left. It's still not over. We still have so much more to go, and we will be seeing Sky versus placeholder name slash BestPoo slash boy kisser slash the fucking goat. Apparently, I know. GG's. Congrats, Snoobly, on the win. Hello, welcome back. Absolutely not. I assume, Bacon, you want to secure this place for yourself? It would be Helix and Sky's fault if Noodle is playing plans to go. Oof. So yeah, that was fun. That was a very good match. Let me see. Yeah, I assume Sky, is your internet any better? You think you are able to play right now? Let me post the results of this insane match. Honestly, don't know which match is better. It's the best so far, but this one has certainly has a very good chance of being it. Okay, let me put all the scores in. This is probably the closest match in terms of scores as well. 3 stars, 7 stars. Well, we don't talk about game 2. Then 3 stars, 2 stars, and 2 stars. Quite insane match. Let me the results in the bracket. And we have our first top 3 spot, and Helix will be waiting for his opponent in the losers bracket, which will be between 4 very wonderful people: Itamar, Outcrit, D, and NT. Oh man. It's over, I'm seeing the chat. I predict ship 3 of Chanka. Who just moved PB Han channel? Who did this? Who did this? Uh, Steven, you can post it in the time page. It's in like 3.5 hours, but still. Just post it there, so it will be easier for me to deal with it. Please. What do they say? Okay. And Sky versus BestPoo will be starting in around 10 minutes from now. I'll just take my time to update everything, just cool down, take a break. And then we'll see another match. 3 matches in a row, back to back to back, and we are moving to the losers bracket now. Let's go. This is gonna be something. All right. Exit. A little break. Little break. Like put some nice music for you guys, I guess, while I'm chilling. And then once I'm back, we will see another match. Sky and oNudli playing their games like almost 2 days in a row. So yeah, we'll see Sky versus BestPoo. But for now, we chill. I know. You guys can have this one. Alright, see you in a few minutes. Yo, anyone still here? Anyone remembers who I am? It's time, almost time, for the next game, and this time moving into losers bracket. Let's go. I like how both of them are not gonna play on their main accounts. Like jigsawrush and BestPoo are not here. It's Fluby versus Boy Kisser time. Hello, oNudli, the first top 3 player of the Dark Horse. Really punk, really punk. Let me. I should have put them both behind the bars, honestly. Only if I knew. Only if I knew this is gonna happen. I'm going to die you, purple noodle. I just finished updating all the predictions. Okay, you literally already predicted that. You literally had the exact same prediction already. You goober. Okay. I should have everything mostly prepared. Should is the keyword, of course. Wait for people to show up. Yo, gamers. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Because it is losers bracket. And Sky is in it, which means we're gonna see like in 7-game matchup, probably. Or not, we'll see. We're Skype here Luna would be a crazy match, so let's be real. True. I mean, we have seen it kinda in PB Hunt of first 3v3, where Skype barely won, but it's been a while since then. I feel like in the 1v1, Luna would have a bit more chances, but who knows at this point. Both of them are not playing too much, so. Huh. That wouldn't fun. First one lower my ping by 20. Oh no. Oh, more matches indeed, and it's not even the last one. We are going to see Ship versus Sanka Jenka in 3 hours from now on, so. Hmm. Let me check the things that I need to check. Okay. We will be beginning this match in a few minutes. Sky versus BestPoo. Play AK placeholder name. Very interesting game, as them had a 3-0 sweep in and against his favor. While Sky only played one match with Vacuum Cleaner, not. Well, she also played Hero of the Cat, but like, we don't talk about this one. and then in a very close game got kicked out of the winners bracket by oNudli, who, as we saw today, is already in the top 3 of the tournament, so we'll see how it will go. BestPoo had a very good game against Itamar, and we know from last tournament that Sky and Itamar are very close to each other in terms of skill, with Sky maybe a bit prevailing. I don't know how the chances will be looking right now, but BestPoo showed a very good performance. Even though he lost 3-0, he had a chance in almost every single game to win, so it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, and whoever loses is out of the tournament. It is losers bracket. The stakes are high, and whoever wins is going up against the winner of the next match you're gonna see today, Ship versus Jenka. So gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. First, quick ad break, and then we begin. I hope the best party game wins the deal. It's gotta be Chicken Rings 116, honestly. Updating the last predictions. I'm not looking at this first channel anymore. It's all over. It's over. Let me focus on the game, for fuck's sake. Check the I checked. I saw. Hacked players, banned player. I wonder who will win this one. True. Right. Get to start. Control turn sense points. That's the spirit. That's what we'll have to see. 20 more seconds for ads to be over, and then we bowl. Guy versus placeholder name. Alright, let us begin. Good luck, have fun, guys. This is gonna be interesting. Especially knowing how close usually Sky's games, not just in the losers bracket, just in general, going, and we are starting off with Dive. A game where it seemed like last time BestPoo had a significant advantage over Itamar, and yet he still, I think, lost the majority of dives. Let's see if Sky can have the same success as on the leaderboarders so far. BestPoo doesn't make any mistakes, staying in terms of pace slightly ahead of Sky, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to have a win. It might be, since Sky misses one of the jumps, and now BestPoo confidently one block in the lead, and Sky is fighting with the randoms for the second place, and misses another jump trying to target BestPoo, but maybe it's not gonna turn out too badly, as randoms are struggling too, and so is BestPoo, who I think missed one of the jumps too, but still staying ahead, and still gonna be taking the first round to himself, winning round number 1 by 1 star. And it's Frozen Floor. That's the game we have not seen in a matchup between oNudli and Helix. See how it will turn out between those two, both of them obviously going straight at each other, and Sky is not in the best position with random trying to target her, I think. But then switches to another random, BestPoo trying to hit a combo, and Sky doesn't manage to do so successfully yet. Both of them are pretty much similar position. With Sky getting BestPoo to the edge and almost killing him off, but doesn't manage to deliver a final blow. Once again getting him in a close position. BestPoo here in the middle of two randoms. Oh, and Sky is so far now been in a bad position, but then with an insane combo manages to bring it all back, and now she has an opportunity to get a 3-0 sweep. One of the randoms is out, and it's a 1v1 for the first place. With Sky hitting the last random off, and now she is confidently 2 stars in the lead. And the game is going crazy with a lot of the times during this tournament, Big Jousting being followed by Frozen Floor and the other way around. And not that many randoms, and all of them are just kind of finding each other while our participants are just hiding. BestPoo not feeling too comfortable with so many randoms around him. Both of them are going for BestPoo, and Sky is also got dragged into this mess. What is going on? And Sky is the first one out. What just happened in this Big Jousting game? I have no idea, and BestPoo might bring it all back with this win if he gets first place. He just needs to get one last random. He doesn't manage to do so, but he at least ties it up with a 2-star sweep. What? Again? We have seen games start like that before, with all 3 big swing games back to back to back, and once again it's starting like that. Sky trying to cut off a pretty good area on the side, and she manages to do so successfully, while BestPoo is struggling here, and Sky cutting him off completely. Not leaving too much area at all, and now Sky might get another big swing right off the bat. What is this game already, man? What is this game, man? Gonna make much interesting. This match is interesting on its own, and man, what a game. What a game already. And Sky getting 3-0 sweeps in Frozen Floor and Ho-Ho, while being losing 2-0 and 3-2 in Dive and Big Jousting. What an explosive start so far. Jigsawrush, the game, and Jigsawrush, the person gonna be playing it. See how it will go. So far, BestPoo starting off way stronger, with Sky being a bit behind, and BestPoo making less mistakes and being more consistent, winning Jigsawrush against Sky, bringing back one of the points. I forgot my dot was green. Oof. 1% chance. And 3 more rounds remaining, and it is still not secured for anyone, despite how many swing games and unexpected results there have been so far. Okay, got distracted for a second. As Lawnmower goes, and it goes extremely close between both of them. Look at the point difference. It's like 5 points between them, with Sky taking the lead towards the end, while BestPoo were holding almost the entire game, but it's still very close. It still could be anyone's win right at the end, but Sky finds very insane good patches of grass at the end, and winning by like 1 point off. Yeah, it was like 1 or 2 grass off. Extremely close Lawnmower, and extremely close game so far. Going into game number 7, Super Ship. only 2 randoms here still left, so maybe no big swings this time, but who the hell knows. Fire games and the Dark Horse tournament. Sky is trying to be a bit more aggressive. She knows that if she wins this round, that it's over in game 1 for BestPoo, but she makes a very dangerous move and barely survives death by facing through BestPoo's tail. And BestPoo just trying to do the jump for no reason seemingly and dying, giving Sky the win, guaranteed win in game number 1. I was trying to argue, that is understandable. BestPoo was behind quite a bit and the random just phasing through Sky's tail, not letting her get a fast and easy 3-0 sweep here. Wi-Fi isn't fun of Twitch, oof. And we are watching a pretty long fight between Sky and the random in super shape. The closest game is... This is gonna go for quite a bit, I assume. Sky can literally just jump the random and she's still gonna win. It's all for the stats. It's all for the stats, guys. And Sky goes into the last round with a 6-star difference, which is bombardment, to finish game number 1 in her favor. The only question is, how big is this favor gonna be? Things are very important, yeah, and they're definitely gonna come out within like a year or so. I hope I can finish the 5th 1v1 stats before it's gonna be the 1-year anniversary since the 5th 1v1 starts. I really hope so. And same goes for all the other spreadsheets. They will be finished eventually. I don't know when, but they will be. And Sky wins the last round as well. My face went lag. Oof. Oh, I think luck is hitting me too. Oh no, I don't like that. Hope it's not gonna affect anything. And Sky is starting off this game way more confidently. Our BestPoo, while having some pretty good moments. One moment winning jigsawrush. Had also not as good of a luck in swing games, and so Sky won by quite a bit in the first game, but the performances themselves were pretty close, and BestPoo showed that it still can go either way. So let's see if it will in the next round. That's not game 3 yet. Ready for game 2. Pixel Buddy is alive. Let's go. Both of them are R. Biggest rotation game right now. Oof. RPG 16 this time is the starter. think Sky spawns right next to two randoms. BestPoo only have to deal with one who doesn't really fights back, so BestPoo gets an easy first blood kill. Sky finally killing one of her randoms and targeting the next one, trying to pass placeholder name, but doesn't manage to do so far, as BestPoo getting another kill, and now ahead by one in the first place. Sky still targeting that one random who only what they're doing is running away. Finally, Sky hitting the shot. It's a 2 tie for kills. Neither of them died so far, and not that much time remaining. But Sky getting a bit more consistent and getting another kill, while Platinum struggling a bit. They both just trying to catch each other, and both of them with 3 kills. Starting off with a tie in RPG 16. And another frozen floor. Another frozen floor in this matchup. And Sky? Sky, hello? Okay. It's Sky blue skin again. Man. I really hope she didn't. But it might be the case. It might be the case. Sky, you good? See you in chat. You alright? Oh. She's gone again. Well. So I'm just looking for anything. I don't see Sky saying anything about what's going on anywhere. I DM'd them, see what is happening. But just wait. I was saying a lot about oNudli and her connection issues, but apparently Sky got infected with them. That's what is going on. What is going on here? It's all your fault, oNudli. That's what happened. You DDoSed Sky's internet. Wi-Fi died. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, a little 5-minute break. Little 5-minute break. Hello, Cobb. OMG stream. Oh, Sky is back. Alright. You know? Hello. Oh. You missed the first 2 matches with swiftt winning 3-0 against D, and oNudli in a very close match winning 3-2 against Helix, and now we're watching Sky versus BestPoo, where Sky won first round with so many swing games in the first game, and now we watched round 1 of game 2 where they died in RPG and then Sky's internet died, so We waited for them to rejoin, and now we're ready to keep going. 7 more rounds. The score is a tie. That's on average. I always do. And super ship this time instead of frozen floor. Could be a sweep game for all we know. Let's see if BestPoo will be as aggressive and if he will be more successful as a result this time around. I still ask, but we move. V-vibing. Sky this time trying to be aggressive, and it pays out so well once again. Sky is looking for an opportunity to get a big sweep in super ship. Oh my gosh, this guy, look at, he knows how to do the stupidity steps. Oh my gosh, no way. I cracked random in the lobby. Cracked random alert. Now Sky has to deal with 2 of them, come back to having a 1v1 super ship last time with a random. This is to get the big score for herself. And Sky is going in a very dangerous place, killing off the random with a nice move. You just have to start jumping real. And now it's just the magenta person left. Can Sky catch them off guard with the same move? She might as well. Or she might get him pinned to the wall. Not that much space left for the random. Can he still escape, or is it gonna be the win for Sky? I think he does escape here. I think he does barely escape. Doing some very weird movements, and I think making a mistake in judgment. And Sky with another sweep in super ship turns this 3-3 tie in a 6-3 scenario for herself. I'm liking the lot. Did they turn into oNudli? I think if you turn into oNudli, you would not be doing 3-0s in super ship. Who is this random? This guy, is this another EP hunter? This guy seems decent enough. The Casp 08 or something. Should shoot ping, real. Hi. Oh, my bad. Sky starting off this minecart racing strongly with BestPoo still only slightly behind, still having an opportunity to catch up, but Sky still hits the max speed first, and BestPoo is struggling a bit with it, and Sky will be going into the 4th round with a 4-star difference. And now Endless Spliff. Haven't seen one in oNudli versus Helix. Seen some in Swift versus D, but since then, no Endless Spliffs. Only avalanches. No avalanche in this one though. They just swap each other. Can you ask Sky if she would be down for Trackmania ranked or Royal after the match? I think Sky is on stream, so if she heard me, she heard me. That would be really unfortunate if answering the question would make her die in Endless Spliff. Hooray, indeed. Now we are in endless play for both our participants are pretty close to each other so far, and two randoms are still in play, not dying yet. Which could be a potential difference, but now one of them is out, the other one is macoptering, so they will die very soon. Just check 1 minute, what's the capsule on? I may be a bit drunk. Nice. Average party gamer indeed. Yeah, both Sky and BestPoo are in the middle. If seemingly not too big on land for both of them. So make sure not to linger too much in the area because they're very quickly running out of blocks. Oh, someone just got banned. Nice. And thankfully it wasn't our participant Sky making some very nice movements and jumps, but doesn't react in time for the last anvil, making BestPoo win the first round of game number 2. Who was banned? Which one of them? What did they do? And remember how last round I said that Avalanche and Endless Cliff don't show up in the same game? Yeah, I lied. I fucking lied. It's Gem, yeah, I think so. I don't see them here anymore. That is quite funny though. And now, if halfway done of game 2, Sky is currently 3 stars in the lead, but all those 3 stars might be stolen away by BestPoo if this avalanche goes well for him. And then the last rounds of game 2 will be looking very close and stressful for both of them, as it can just be someone in your server, not your specific game. Oh, I see. My dodging is consistent. We'll see about that. BestPoo just goes straight for Sky, trying not to let her get under the platform, and it ends up backfiring as BestPoo dying first. Sky dodging a few snowballs and then dying herself too, but she still outlives multiple randoms, and now the game that could have brought BestPoo back is only pulling him more into the grave with 3 more rounds remaining. Sky 5 stars in the lead, and now Lab Escape, where BestPoo so far is ahead of Sky. But it's very close, around like 1 block difference between them. Sky is trying to catch up, but so far BestPoo is consistent. Still keeping the lead, around half a block down now though. And a few blocks remaining, and Sky passing BestPoo for a second, but still doesn't manage to hold onto the lead for like 1 more second. And now that is a repeat. We're not playing this one, so we have 2 more rounds, and Sky is 4 in the lead. Let me play some party games too. I'm hungry for some party gaming. Did scores get updated? Yeah, it is the accurate scores, 15-11. Maybe I'm gonna get beaten by a random in RPG. But I'm fine. I'm so fine. Workshop round number 7. Doesn't seem like a game where BestPoo can recover 3 stars, which is kind of the situation that he's in right now. But maybe he can get at least a win as he starts ahead of Sky after the first craft. Bruh. Still keeping the lead after the second craft, although Sky seems to be catching up a bit. And Sky is taking the lead going into the craft number 4. BestPoo is falling more behind, getting stuck on the bow as Sky reaches the last craft. Might be all over in game 2 for Boykisser here. They're both on the last craft. And it's Woodhole that Sky is kind of struggling with. Seemingly the fast craft, and Boykisser finishing ahead by a frame. Sky making a button and one more round remaining. A 3-star difference between them. Sky already will be having 2 wins after this game, but maybe a big swing is coming for BestPoo, and maybe he can tie it up at the end. Not be in a position to do a reverse sweep. One more as the last round. It definitely would be a game to pull a real sweep in, so but we don't know. And so far the sweep might even be still on the table with one of the random being ahead of Sky for quite a bit, and randoms are surprisingly close to the top 2. Sky is keeping her lead over them and being close to passing BestPoo, but still a bit uncomfortable probably to see, but it's not gonna turn into a big sweep, so Sky will be going into game number 3 with a 2-0 win ratio on the board. And a 19-17 win in the second game. And now I think, well, yeah, there was some skill-based crafts, not gonna lie, that is true. That is ideal. And now Sky 2, BestPoo 0. BestPoo, the very new player who just who for the first time joined party games tournaments, versus Sky, player who is more experienced and more well known. And BestPoo might be leaving this tournament on the losers bracket stage of the second stage of losers bracket. If he doesn't pull out of reverse sweep, which honestly he has a chance to do so. BestPoo is playing pretty well. BestPoo showed in the previous games that he is a pretty good player for only just starting, basically. So, but winning against Sky, and especially 3 times in a row, is gonna be a hard task for him to pull off, but it is the only possible way for him to move on to the next round against either Sheep or Sandcat Janko. And Sky just needs a tie to quickly, with a 3-round win, move on to the next round and potentially have a better chance to winning, even though through this bracket it will be harder, but still. Let's see what will happen. And now let's see game number 3. Hop on in 10. Sky being confident. Will she be as confident at the end of this frozen floor? Stop being envious. I think BestPoo might not be able to see Sky. Yeah, we're gonna avoid that. Average frozen floor moment. Super ship again for the third time. Let's see if BestPoo can perform better this time, or is Sky gonna get another sweep here, another swing in direction of her win. Still quite a few randoms remaining. BestPoo is just trying to survive, not really going for anyone. Sky killing off one of the randoms in the middle area, almost cutting off another one, being pretty aggressive towards them. And confident with her moves. BestPoo saying he learned his lesson. He's just trying to be non-aggressive, trying to survive, but then engages in a fight with Sky, and this time he is victorious. The redemption arcs in Super Ship today go crazy with both Helix and BestPoo, and he will be the one to start game number 3 with better scores for himself, although the random is still alive, kinda making a bit of a problem here, but doesn't manage to kill off BestPoo, and now he is 2 stars up after the first round, going into jigsawrush. He won last time. Can he do it again to improve his lead? No, Sky is more consistent this time. She takes the jigsawrush. A game named after her. Okay. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I'm just blind. Never mind. It's fine. And another workshop as well. Last time they both had bad side. And I think Sky this time has bad side again with BestPoo on the good side. Or something like that. I don't know. Either way, Sky starts off stronger this time, being slightly ahead of her opponent. And the random is also pretty close to both of them, which is kind of scary. Sky though approaches the last craft ahead of the opponent and reaches the win in the workshop this time, tying up the score in this matchup. 7-7, going into round number 4 of game 3, and we'll split once again in the middle of the round. And the randoms are just dying instantly. These people are not gonna be here to stay for long, apparently. Nice and long game of endless playoff to see who will take the lead after the halfway point of game 3. Is it gonna be BestPoo who has to win, not tie, not lose, just to win to have a chance in this game, in this match? Or is it gonna be Sky who, once again, only even tie will suffice for her to move on to the next round? BestPoo is trying the name of fruit strats. They're not working too successfully so far. And I saw the name also being quite close to one of the randoms who is just kinda exploding there. What was that? Do you guys see how this random survived? Bro. Now they're dead, but damn, that was insane. This random is explaining way too much. I think we might void their score if they outplace one of the players. They're literally on the edge for like majority of the game. Now they're dead, it's fine. And now the last few waves approach of annual split fund. Sky taking too long on her block, not noticing that all the blocks are out. She had plenty of time to escape, but just was not paying attention to surroundings, and it was too late when her block was hit by an anvil. Letting BestPoo take the lead in a very important match for him, in a very important game. Banana, indeed. I agree, can. Another survival time game. Bombardment this time. See how this one will play out. With only one random remaining, 20 seconds until the deathmatch. It's just our participants finding it out for 1 star, but very, very important star difference. 10 seconds until the deathmatch. BestPoo mostly in the middle, Sky mostly on the back of the island. They both reached death wave number 1. Who is gonna survive though? And it's Sky tying up the score once again. This is the closest game in this matchup so far, and it's gonna be close until the very end with chicken wings as round number 6. Oh, what? Sky? What was that? Was Sky trying to do the thing? Or did she just accidentally fall off? Oops. I did not mean to push anyone. No matter what it was, it's not doing Sky that much of a favor as she's behind the random. Well, was for a bit. As she passes the random, she also passes BestPoo who missed one of the rings, and now she might get a 2-star sweep in chicken rings because of BestPoo's mistake. She finishes first, and the random finishes in 2nd place, which does not look good for BestPoo at all right now. He only has 2 more rounds and he's 2 behind. In a game where it seemed like he had it in the bag. And if Sky wins this round, it's all over for BestPoo already. No matter how big of a swing he can get in round 8. But so far, BestPoo is confident in the lead, getting the booster but not getting anything out of it. Letting Sky and the random as well get closer. Sky getting the booster and plus 10. But BestPoo reaches plus 30 plus first, but then Sky getting some good yellow coins, and they're about to finish. But BestPoo stealing it right off at the end, with Sky being also tied with the random, and it's 1 more round. and BestPoo still needs at least a small swing. He still needs 2 stars gain at the very least. And it's not gonna be super cheap. We already played this one. Yeah, BestPoo needs at least 2 stars, because even if he wins, but Sky places second, House gets red again, real, then it's a tie and Sky moves on to the next round. So let's see. This will be scary. Maybe. I don't know who those people are. Oh. And dive, last round. Last round is dive. And I got red again, as BestPoo said. Both him and Sky get pretty much the same first jump, and look at how aggressive BestPoo is being, and both of them missed the third jump! Oh no, oh what the fuck. I did not mean to do that. And what is going on the board right now? I don't see any of them on the top 3. I see Sky being ahead, I think, over BestPoo, or them being tied, but both of them missing a bunch and still not being top 3. What is going on? They both tied at 10, but they're behind both of the randoms. BestPoo finally trying to catch up, which might end up well in his favor if he manages to do so. It might actually be over for Sky here, unless the randoms... I got sniped 5 times. I think... Hold on, I would need to recount that really quickly, but I think it's a 3-star sweep here for BestPoo, as I didn't see Sky on the board at all. Let me see really quickly, just in case. Just to be sure, but I think it's a win for BestPoo here. Yeah, I was like on 16. Yeah, I think it was 19, 19, and 18, right? This is so much trolling. No, send, please. Okay. And now, with a 3-0 sweep at the end in dive, BestPoo gets another chance into game number 4. I'm not tripping, right? I think I'm not tripping. I think I'm fine. That was something though. Okay. The reverse sweep starting off with a dive 3-0. GG's. Okay. Yeah, let me just adjust everything. Okay, and that is a way to do it. When you see dive, you probably don't expect a big sweep coming out of it, especially when you're 2 behind and you have to get a sweep when you're 1 behind, and you have to get at least 2-star sweep. Pulling out a 3-0 in dive is a way to bring some points back, but it's still not very comfortable for BestPoo yet. He still needs to win at least one more to have a chance. And Sky, once again, in a position where she needs either a win or a tie. And Telkom will hop on in 12, yeah. For game 4, 5, 16, well, I have no idea what I'm typing anymore. Let's go. Let's see game number 4. And how it will go. Workshop showing up so much in this match specifically. Sky doesn't seem to be too happy about it. Though she is starting ahead once again. Once again, Sky is up in the lead after first craft. And still being slightly ahead after the second one. But BestPoo taking the lead after, going into the next one. Sky is right behind though. It's gonna be very close until the very end. And they both going to the next craft on the same frame, basically. Emerald block where you need to go upstairs. Who is gonna prevail in this one? And Sky starting game number 4 with a 1-star lead after workshop. Animal solder round number 2. Sky is not happy once again. Though she is once again starting in the lead, but not by much. BestPoo is kinda both of them kinda starting with the random who is ahead of who have been ahead of both for a second, and now fighting with Sky for second place while Boykisser is building some lead. Sky is being in a bad area where randoms are just stealing so much shit from her. But I think the random hit the -50, and now Sky is trying to catch up to BestPoo, who build up a little bit of 20-point lead, 20-point gap between them. I don't know if Sky has time to catch up. She certainly can try. She's cutting down the lead a little bit, but there's not enough time, and BestPoo will be tying up the score after round number 2. Bombardment. Round number 3. Very close games so far. Sky and BestPoo trying to just chill, mostly in the middle area, while the remaining 2 randoms are shifting on the edge, trying to do the anvil split strat apparently. And it did not work out. 20 seconds remaining, it's just BestPoo and Sky waiting until the first deathmatch to arrive, or at least trying to survive until then. And Sky dying out first before Death Wave even approaches. And what are your thoughts on pig fishing? Said BestPoo last round, and there it is. Wait, don't be white. That's racist, bro. Sky with a white spawn starting off by getting the first cycle but missing the first pig, and now trying to find a better pace, and so does BestPoo. They both around the same amount of pigs, same amount of pace basically. Sky slightly ahead though, but BestPoo very close behind, looking for an opportunity to catch Sky off guard, hoping for a mistake maybe, but the mistake come from him first. Like Sky increase her lead by just 1, but still very important pig. They both going for different cycles, and Sky is being more consistent with hers, not making many mistakes at all so far. Keeping that 3-4 pig difference between them. BestPoo is trying his best, he's not missing much either. But Sky still will be finishing first in here with a very impressive 35 score. Damn. Kinda cracked. Lab escape, round number 5, and the score is tied once again. Very close matchup, and once again, BestPoo starting off a bit in the lead in Lab escape ahead of Sky, which is a very small lead, which is seems to be shrinking very fast with each block. Being a bit of a stalemate, and Sky now passing her opponent, being now up in the lead, going into the last 20 blocks. Can she keep this lead? They seem to be on pretty much the same pace, with BestPoo making a bit of mistake, falling slightly more behind, but not by much. There's still just few frames between them. Who's gonna win? And it's Sky this time, once again by few frames. The lab escapes between them are so insanely close. And now, with 3 rounds remaining, Sky up by 1 star. Going into Floor is Lava, that we have not seen yet in this matchup. BestPoo starting off quite confidently in the lead, none of them missing anything in the first part, in the first area. BestPoo confidently keeping his lead and will be finishing first and tying up the score once again. And now 15-15, 2 rounds remaining. RPG 16, round number 7. This is gonna be very close until the very end. BestPoo needs only a win, so he has to win the last 2 rounds, and Sky needs at least a tie. And with the tied score right now, it's looking pretty okay for her right now, especially since she's the one to get the first kill out of 2 of them, her and the BestPoo, and now she's in the lead with 2. BestPoo tied with one of the randoms. Random is tying up with Sky now, and it's just a big massive BestPoo getting a double kill and taking the lead, and then Sky dying to one of the randoms. Oh, it might turn out bad for Sky right now if she doesn't catch up. BestPoo popping off in RPG once again. The random is getting some very good points as well. Sky catching up though, dying with Boykis and getting the win at the end as well. Wait, why doesn't it say that it's tied? I thought it was a tie. Hold on. Yeah, it is a tie. What the hell? And where BestPoo needs to get some good points, but he ends up being stuck between Sky and some randoms, trying to whistle his way out, but no, I think it's all over. Why does it not say that it's tied? That's weird. Hold on. Yeah, because they not only they tied, but Boykisser wins the tiebreaker here. That's average Hypixel moment. And unfortunately for BestPoo, Ho showed up again, and once again It did not go really well in his favor, and Sky will be taking confidently this last round, ending BestPoo's path in the tournament in a very close matchup, and very well played from BestPoo. GG's. 3-1. He won that RPG, yeah, I gave him the stars, because, yeah. I have no idea why Hypixel broke again, but yeah. Game 4 is over and Sky wins. 3-1 GG's. I have no idea. Hypixel moment. Feel weird. GG's to Sky. Need to believe this in gambling. Real. GG's. Very good match. We have all 3 games we have seen today are very good, and it's not even over yet. We are gonna see another match in around 2 hours from now on. I don't think I will be streaming until then. For now, I will take a small break until then, and then we will end it off on Sheep versus Jenko to see which one of them will go against Sky in the next round of losers bracket. GG's to both of them. BestPoo, very admirable performance for the first time playing in the tournaments. Sky, showing that she still got it, she still has a chance to go through the losers bracket, and we have a chance for a better placement, maybe even still having a chance to win the tournament. I mean, we have seen IL winning 5-1 through losers bracket, so it is still very much possible, especially in Dark Horse where every game is incredibly close. So we will be keeping track of it. We'll keep seeing everyone's paths in both winners and losers bracket, with winners bracket only having 2 matches left, but still. GG's. Yeah, and I think I'm like almost instantly gonna head out. Just want to chill, update everything. I don't know, eat some food. Try not to fall asleep because I have not slept and I'm kind of dying right now. If I pass out before Sheep and Jenko, I will cry. I probably won't. So yeah, yeah. That was very cool stream. 3 matches played, 1 more remaining. In exactly 2 hours from now on, I will see you guys on the match between Sheep and Jenka. So stay tuned for that. Hope it will be another very cool and interesting game. But I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching, and I love you all. You are all incredibly cool. See ya very soon. Bye bye.